If you're learning a language on your own, do you know exactly what you need to learn today or what to learn tomorrow? If you're like most solo learners, you don't. And if you don't know your next steps, then you'll forever be hopping around from resource to resource and never make progress. But if you're learning with our system, today you'll discover the most important learning tool in our learning system, the dashboard, how it keeps you going with language learning instead of wondering what to do, and how to customize your learning so you can focus on areas like speaking, listening, or grammar. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. So let's jump in. I'll guide you through our learning system so you get to see exactly what's inside and our members-only study tools. Okay, so in this video, let's talk about the dashboard. The dashboard is kind of like your home base for your learning on our website. So let's take a look at what you can do with the dashboard and how you can use it to make your studies easier, more fun, and more effective and efficient too. So first, how do we access the dashboard? You can find the dashboard from any page on the website. Just click on the dashboard link in the top left side of the page. So you'll find a page that looks a little bit like this. You will have your profile, so your name, your level here. And then on the top right, you will see your study statistics. So this will show you very quickly how many lessons you have completed. So completed is an important word there. How many lessons you have finished. You will also see the number of flashcards you have reviewed, and you will also see your total number of hours studied here. So if you want a little bit more information about this and get a report, if you want to get a report of that, you can click on the View My Report button to find more information there. But let's continue on down the page. The next section is the My Pathways section. So this part is probably the part you are going to spend a lot of time in. In the My Pathways section, you can see all of the different pathways that you have started or completed on the website. So in this case, there are 4 different pathways, and 3 of them are marked with this green check mark. So this shows that the pathway is completed. You have studied all the lessons in that pathway. Nice job. You will also notice that this one at the top in this example has this Go to Lesson button on the right side. Yeah. So this means that this pathway has a lesson that is ready for you to study next. So the idea here is that we've solved the issue that many learners have, especially when they're studying alone, which is that they don't know what to study next, right? If you study with a lot of YouTube videos or podcasts or something, it might not be clear what the next thing is that you need to study. But if you come to your dashboard every day like this, you can very easily see what the next lesson is that you need to do, and you can just click on the Go to Lesson button to get started. So this is very, very helpful if you're ever kind of not sure what you should be doing next. So make sure that you check the Pathways section every time you log in to see what your next lesson is. Quickly, let's take a look at the bottom section of the page. You'll find at the bottom some featured lessons, which means some lessons that we think might be good or interesting for you. You'll also find in the latest news section information about things like sales and discounts and new features and new tools that you can use on the website. So take a look here to see if there's something that might be useful for you. Finally, at the bottom, we have featured vocabulary lists. So again, just some ideas for you to help you with your studies. If there's something you haven't studied, you might notice it here. Then the last thing that I want to talk about is regarding the pathways section. So let's say that you reach a point where all of your pathways are green, right? How do you go on to the next level? Like if you finish all of the level 1 things, how do you move on to the next level? You can do this in 2 different ways. First, you can click this Browse All Pathways button. This will take you to our lesson library. You can also access this by clicking on the Lesson Library link from the Lesson drop-down menu at the top of the page. So this will take you to the lesson library. Here, you can see what you are studying now, right? So this is the absolute beginner pathway. In this case, you can see all of the different lessons that are inside the pathway and all the information on this page. But if you know you are ready to move on to the next level, or if you just want to take a look at the different lessons that are available, you can go to this drop-down menu on the top right here, and you can see all of the different levels on this section. So you can click the level that is interesting to you or that you want to check out, and it will take you to that page. So here again, you can see all of the information, all of the different lessons, the lesson titles and topics and things like that. If you want to start studying with this pathway, you can click the Study Now button and it will appear in your dashboard so that it appears the next time you log in, and you can click the Go to Lesson button on it. So this is a really quick introduction to all of the different things that you can do on the dashboard. It's a great way to see your progress, to take a look at how many flashcards you've reviewed, how much time you're putting into your studies, how many lessons you've completed. So if it ever feels like you're not making progress or you're not sure if you're actually moving forward, the dashboard is a really great way to make sure that you are actually making progress. And it's also really helpful in terms of being able to easily see what the next thing is that you need to do for your studies. So, if you want to learn the language and get access to these learning tools and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Portuguese ebook before it's gone.
Listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
Parece que o Botafogo está fora da Copa.
Que decepção! Eles têm os melhores artilheiros, mas não conseguem fazer gol.
Mas não fica triste, o Vasco ainda está na Copa.
Mas eu torço pelo Botafogo.
Now you'll hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Saber.
To know.
Saber. Saber. Torço.
I cheer.
Torço. Torço. Pouco.
Little. Bit. A small amount.
Pouco. Pouco. Copa.
Cup.
Copa. Copa. Artilheiros.
Shooters. Attackers. Forwards.
Artilheiros. Artilheiro. Ainda.
Still. Yet.
Ainda. Ainda. Gol.
Goal.
Gol. Gol. Também.
Also. Too.
Também. Também. Botafogo.
A neighborhood in Rio.
Botafogo. Botafogo.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
Parece que o Botafogo está fora da Copa.
Que decepção! Eles têm os melhores artilheiros, mas não conseguem fazer gol.
Mas não fica triste, o Vasco ainda está na Copa.
Mas eu torço pelo Botafogo.
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Portuguese ebook before it's gone.
Listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
O que você mais gosta do Rock in Rio?
Eu gosto mais da música e da festa. Tanta coisa boa aqui, é muito divertido.
Seus amigos vieram contigo?
Não, só eu e minha família.
E vocês vieram da onde?
Viemos de Curitiba.
E quantos quilômetros é de lá até aqui?
Sei lá, 900?
Now you will hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Onde?
Where?
Onde? Onde? Sobre?
About.
Sobre? Sobre? Tanta?
So much.
Tanta? Tanta? Só?
Just. Only.
Só? Só? Quilo?
Kilo.
Quilo? Quilo? Gosta de?
He, she, it likes.
Gosta de? Gosta de? Contigo?
With you.
Contigo? Contigo? Minha?
My. Mine.
Minha? Minha?
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
O que você mais gosta do Rock in Rio?
Eu gosto mais da música e da festa. Tanta coisa boa aqui, é muito divertido.
Seus amigos vieram contigo?
Não, só eu e minha família.
E vocês vieram da onde?
Viemos de Curitiba.
E quantos quilômetros é de lá até aqui?
Sei lá, 900?
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
Access your free language gifts right now before they expire. First, the 50 Most Common Verbs PDF worksheet. Do you know all of these verbs? If not, this PDF writing worksheet will help you master the 50 most common verbs fast. Download it for free right now. Second, the Sports and Exercise Cheat Sheet. Learn to talk about your favorite sports and all about making gains in the gym with this PDF conversation cheat sheet. Third, must-know words and phrases. With this quick lesson, you'll be able to say fast food, menu, order, and much more. Fifth, must-know summer clothes vocab. Do you know how to say t-shirt or shorts in your target language? If you don't, this next 1-minute lesson gives you all the words you need for summer clothing. Fourth, the top 30 words for the classroom. You'll learn words like school, teacher, quiz, and more with this 1-minute lesson. And sixth, want an app that teaches you the language through conversations? Download Innovative Language Learning for free for the Android, iPhone, and iPad. You'll unlock bite-sized lessons that teach you practical conversations and get you speaking in minutes. To get your gifts and language learning resources, click the link in the description below. Download them right now before they expire. Hey everyone, welcome to the Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is testing and assessment, a brutally honest way to improve your language. Are you learning a language on your own and not making any meaningful progress? Well, you may not like hearing this, but there's a good chance that you're taking it too easy with how you're learning. Now, taking it easy is not bad, but when you're looking to boost your progress and actually master a language and you're no longer satisfied, something needs to change. And an outside motivator, like a test, can and will fire you up to get better. How? Stick around today and you'll discover why tests are crucial for language progress even if you hate them, 4 ways you can put yourself and your language to the test, and much more. But first, if you're looking for new free language resources and downloads, here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the 50 Most Common Verbs PDF worksheet. Do you know all of these verbs? If not, this PDF writing worksheet will help you master the 50 most common verbs fast. And second, the Sports and Exercise Conversation Cheat Sheet. You'll learn to talk about your favorite sports and all about making gains in the gym with this PDF conversation cheat sheet. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Now to today's topic. Testing and assessment, a brutally honest way to improve your language. If you're learning a language on your own, do you ever feel like you're just coasting through without making real progress? Maybe you're playing vocabulary games with an app and keeping your streak, or you're watching videos by your favorite language YouTubers. But when it comes down to it, you can't speak or keep up with conversations in your target language. Well, then it's very possible that you're taking it a bit too easy. So what should you do? Part 1. Why tests are crucial for language progress. Every year, millions of people sign up for language proficiency tests. You might have heard of these tests as well. There's the JLPT for Japanese, the TOPIK for Korean, DELF for French, HSK for Chinese, and the TOEFL for English. They're not doing this for school. They don't have to do this. They can just easily stay at home, sleep in, avoid discomfort, and continue playing vocabulary games. But millions sign up on their own anyway, every year. They prepare for months, they wake up early on the day of the test, and go through the pain of taking a test. Now, of course, there are some benefits to passing. For example, some jobs will require proof of proficiency, which makes these tests so important. But aside from that, tests are also important learning tools for 2 reasons. First, tests give you an honest assessment of your language skills. And second, for motivation. But let's break these down in full. So if you've ever enrolled in a language school or taken a language class, you have to take a placement test. Based on your results, the teachers see where you stand and place you into an appropriate class, so you can learn what's appropriate for your level. Plus, there's ongoing assessment, like weekly quizzes and tests every month. So, what's the big deal about tests and quizzes? Even if you don't like tests, tests give you an honest assessment of your language skills in specific ways. If you fail the listening part, you know your weakness is there. If you forgot a grammar pattern, now you know you need to practice it more. But if you never put your language to the test, you'd never know. You may not even know the mistakes you're making right now. You don't know what pieces you might be missing. But tests give you an opportunity to check your actual language skills, and they give you a brutal reality check. Now, the second benefit of tests is motivation. Think about it. As a self-learner, no one else is going to push you to do your best. You're not in school, this is your own goal, and if you're like most people, you're going to take it easy on yourself. So when you're wondering why you're not fluent yet, but you've been coasting along, learning words here and there without actually testing your limits, well, that's the thing. You haven't been actually testing yourself and pushing yourself at all. And that's what tests do. They give you that challenge, that urgency to improve, that motivation. There's a specific date and time of the test. You have to be ready by that deadline. Just think back to a night before a test. You felt the urgency back then. You were motivated to pass. So this is exactly why a lot of self-learners take a proficiency test. It gives them something to aim for, something to be motivated about, something to achieve. Now, tests are not the complete answer to language learning, but they do give you a way to assess yourself and give you a challenge. So what can you do as a self-learner? Part 2. How you can put yourself to the test. But first, before you worry about failing, it's not about passing or failing. This is about getting an honest assessment of your progress. Now, the first and most obvious thing you can do is sign up for a language proficiency test. There are many kinds of proficiency tests available, so you can pick the right one for you. By signing up, you now have the added pressure and motivation to improve, something that's hard to do on your own. The second way is, if you're following the learning pathway inside our program, you automatically get tested after every few lessons with multiple choice and teacher-graded assessments. The third way is learn with a teacher, whether it's our Premium Plus program, our live group classes, or your own teacher. Because the ultimate test of your language is when you actually have to speak to a native speaker. And with a native speaking teacher, they can easily assess your language, tell you what you got wrong, and how to improve. The fourth way is to test yourself with a harder lesson inside our program. Think of it as trying to lift a heavier weight at the gym to see if you can do it. You can do this for reading, speaking, and listening. Simply go to a higher level, like intermediate or advanced, and try a lesson. With reading, you can also try our higher level extensive reading books. Again, remember, with all of this, the goal here is not a pass or fail result. The goal is to get an honest assessment of your language skills, what you know and what you don't know. If you realize that you're mispronouncing a certain word, now you know how to correct it. If you can only understand 50% of a lesson, well, that means you should review it until you get to 100%. If you don't understand a lesson dialogue at all, which is where most people get intimidated, make it a goal to master the dialogue. Give yourself a goal to aim for. And if you can't read as smoothly as you had hoped, all it means is that you should give it a few more tries until you're better. Thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Next time, we'll talk about new topics and talking points, the easiest way to increase your speaking time. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye! Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.